number one contender, but never got the shot.
Never got the big fight. But getting to that, when you got to the welterweight division, you beat a very tough Andre Berto, and then you got your big shot against Floyd Mayweather. How did you describe that fight for yourself and the whole leading up to it? I remember watching an old post conference where you're at a face off and you're just going back and forth. Like, how was that build up? How was that timing for you?
You know what? It's a whole different experience than any other fight I've been in. Any other press conferences. I mean, it's like a whole different world when you're getting in with the Floyd Mayweather, because I mean you have the big media tours and also to the real big press conferences. And the one thing Floyd told me is when we very first faced off, he asked me if I was ready, and sure enough, I said, "Yeah, I'm ready." You know, I went through 4 divisions, world champion a few times. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
but he wasn't even talking about am I ready for the fight? He was talking about what comes with it, the whole media circus that comes, and the pressure from from the whole world, just, coming up to you, talking to you, asking you this, asking you that, all access, constantly filming you, following you everywhere you go, every move you make. I mean, you're under a microscope, and it just changes the whole dynamic of getting ready for a fight. And I really feel that's one of the biggest factors in everybody when they get in with Floyd is being ready for what comes with the territory. And us fighters, we're always ready to fight. We're world champions. The thing that separates us is strategies and speed, power, different little things like that. I mean, it's always a small little edge that separates most fighters at the top level.
From your training a lot, right? Like when you're getting filmed, how are you supposed to be training properly for that fight?
Yeah, I mean, they're just constantly following you around and, just always there. And, a lot of fighters will say, hey, you know what? I was 100% focused, this and that, but it does take your mind off. I mean, you got to sit down to do interviews. You got to sit down to talk different things, different strategies, all kinds of stuff. And, when your mind is going somewhere else, for that split second, it's not focusing on what you got to do. So, it does take a toll on you getting into that ring. But you know what? I'm glad that I got that experience. I mean, it was Floyd Mayweather is the height of boxing. I mean, exactly. It's the biggest you could get in the sport. And, I was there. So, I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, you made it that far. So you were right at the tip of the iceberg.